Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry here with
Goatboy!
We've got the Greater Good, which is the 5th book in the Psychic Awakening series.
And we made sure it was the 5th book because we counted it out.
We counted it
our fingers and our toes.
That's right. And this book is going to feature the 4 factions. I thought it was only 3, but it's actually 4.
I mean, it's really 3 factions.
Three
factions.
Yeah. Anyway, it's Tau, which we know is coming. It's Astra Militarum with the Tempestus Scions.
Order Tempestus.
Order Tempestus, which is the Primaris guard, and then we also have the Genestealer cult wrapped up in this book here, and it's good times.
It's a story about 3 different ideologies fighting it out.
Yep. So let's take a look inside. You do this, man.
Let's look through this stuff.
All right, Psychic Awakening, Greater Good. Here we go. Here's the back cover.
First of all, the front cover is actually a pretty nice piece of artwork.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit different than some of the other ones because, I don't know, it's sharper. There's something sharp about it because all the other ones kind of had this weird, it didn't show full body.
Yeah.
And some of the lighting was...
It had like a fade thing going.
Yeah, it had like a weird fade thing. The lighting was a little bit different, but
yeah.
I mean, the positivity of the Tau is obviously showing in this full cover. You see all of the business of Shadow Sun.
I like this cover too because it shows that Shadow Sun's weapon arms are different from her arms. And she's actually the real four-arm emperor. That's my theory.
Oh,
Greater Good, blowing your mind. All right, here we go. We're going to take a quick look at the table of contents and just kind of talking about what's happening.
There's an introduction to the book.
Boom. So, yeah, this story kind of picks up. We got the 5th Sphere expansion, which is after the 4th Sphere, which we all know how that went. It's like the Helsinki incident, right?
Yeah.
Then we've got missions. Then it's going to cover the new rules for Tau, Astra Militarum, the Order Tempestus, which is actually, part of the Astra Militarum, and then the Genestealer cult. Yeah,
it's a really odd book because there's a lot of a lot more army rules in this than you've seen other ones because basically all of them follow the same kind of shells. Like you have Tau, you have how you can build your own sept or whatever, and then it's got little extra bits and pieces and some stratagems, and then they go into Farsight stuff. And you don't have a way to build your own Farsight because he's got his own ideology. But then it goes into the Farsight, the 8, and everything else. And then you had Astra Militarum, same thing. You have a little bit how to build it, a little bit of information, a little bit of relics, a little bit of other stuff. And then you have Order Tempestus, which is its own fully fleshed out thing.
Right.
And then you go into Genestealer cult, and again, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Extra rules, extra bits and pieces.
Everybody got combat doctrines. Or not, essentially, or chapter tactics, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
Everybody can make your own thing now.
Yeah, make your own thing.
Cult, sept, whatever. Detachment, battalions,
similar things.
Regimental doctrines.
Pick 2 rules that aren't as good as some of the other rules, but maybe together they might make some better rules.
Yeah, if you like peanut butter and jelly, maybe
it's grape jelly, maybe it's strawberry jelly, maybe it's some kind of weird jelly with jalapeno in it. You don't understand it, but it tastes okay.
Exactly. Anyway, lore-wise, again, this does kind of advance the storyline of this sector of space just a little bit. The real kicker about this book is it really does put the 3 ideologies of the Imperium, of the Tau, and the Genestealer cults kind of ideology up against each other. That's really what this whole shindig's about.
You basically have 2. You have a fanatical, almost zealot-like. On the Genestealer cult, you have the almost communist-like way of the Tau, and then you have they always believe this is the right way. Astra Militarum all together in one. So it's very interesting having all these people that, in a lot of ways, have a lot of faith in their leaders at all times, and the different ways they have their faith in their leaders.
Yeah, and it's just a battle of ideologies between these 3 factions, and they're all kind of battling for the hearts and minds of the citizens in this own kind of weird way. We, as the players, know where those lead. If you follow the Tau ideology as humans, you'll probably get put into the auxiliaries or shot. If you follow the Genestealer cult, mentality, you're gonna get eaten by space num-nums. You're gonna get mutated.
But the Star Children are gonna come down and bring us up to Super Star Place.
Right.
And then we're gonna have arcades and video games, and I'm gonna get all the pizza I want, and it's gonna be great. And screw those guys trying to oppress us because the Star Children are not gonna oppress us. Why are you eating me?
Right. And then you've got the Imperial Doctrine, which will probably also get you shot, much like the Tau. But that's a whole other thing.
Stand in front of me, brothers.
Exactly. But you get the idea here. There is, I want to say there was like 20-ish pages of lore in this one. It was kind of lighter fare than.
It's a real light. Like you could tell that it is a lot of rules.
Right.
And it's a lot of kind of like beginning stuff that we
that's
already kind of know about. So it's like rules,
Yeah.
and then missions, and then I mean,
Yeah.
you're it. So from a standpoint of
missions wise too, it's a couple of missions in the book. Actually, I think it's just the one right now.
It's just the one mission, yeah.
But you do get some mission-specific stratagems and things like that. If you want to do a campaign, you can do that.
This is weird. They have an 18-inch deployment and a 12-inch deployment.
Yeah, it is a little weird. Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those
attacker defender scenarios. So yeah,
which is starting to kind of show up also in competitive ideology, where you have attacker defender stuff. I'm wondering if that's going to start showing up.
Yeah, but let's talk Tau rules for real quick.
You get names. You can make your own names, which is pretty fun.
Real quick, you get the name generator, Shadow Sun's rules, Septenants, prototype weapon system stratagems, the 8, and then the Farsight Enclave.
The prototype weapons is pretty neat. Basically, it's a relic that you can give to any other Tau unit instead of your warlord getting a relic. And then you give him a prototype weapon, which is really kind of cool. You're like, okay, I know my warlord ain't going to do much, so I'm going to give him a relic to make him do something.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. I think it's a neat idea that you can be like, oh, we're going to get some kind of weird mutated awesomeness.
Yeah. We have Shadow Sun. She did get a new model, which is super rad.
Look at how big this data sheet is.
Yeah.
There's a ton of rules on here.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah. Shadow Sun got a big rules update overall. On top of that, she also got some new weapons. One of the new ones here is the dispersed fusion blaster option. She comes normally with the high energy fusion blaster, which are kind of like meltaguns essentially. But you can swap them 1-to-1. You can either do a mix, you can do 1 and 1, or like completely replace them for the dispersed fusion blaster. You lose out on strength. You go to strength 7 versus strength 8, but you gain assault 2 versus assault 1. But you also lose.
She has 2 of them too. So that's assault 4.
Well, yeah, he gets 2 shots for. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. She gets to fire both of them for 2 shots because of the 4 shots. The damage is only D3, but if you get within half range, you get to roll 2d3 and pick the highest, just like a Melta. It's kind of a neat mix, I think.
I mean, it's more shots, and depending on what you're going to use her for. You already saw the change to her drones a little bit. They changed them up because they have new advanced. Yeah,
the advanced Guardian field drone is interesting. That actually gives essentially a feel no pain to. First off, the model itself has a 4-up invuln. And then friendly Tau Empire units get within 3 inches of the drone get a 6-up feel no pain, which is kind of cool.
Right. So I think it's interesting. It's an interesting kind of thought, kind of like a floating apothecary things. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. You've got your Sept tenants where you can kind of mix and match. Yeah. Lots of interesting stuff, depending on what you're going to do.
Did any of them jump out at you?
I mean, you can move and fire with heavies. I thought that was always going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You can make your movement there.
I thought the up gun was nice. It's just straight up like -1 to your AP for your burst cannons, which is always +1 to your AP, whatever. It makes your AP better for your burst cannons, and if you're playing a lot of burst cannons, that can be pretty nasty. And again, you can mix and match. You pick 2, and I don't think any of these are mutually exclusive this time around either. So.
No, they didn't say you can pick whatever 2 you want and mix and match them. So like you can make tactical drones move 10 inches, which is kind of interesting too.
Yeah, drones need buffs, right? So
yeah, I mean they make them faster.
Yeah.
You have a whole bunch of prototype weapons that are very specific to certain units.
Yeah.
Like you have the EM Scrambler, which you saw, where you can't deploy within 12 of a Ghost Keel battleship. I kind of wish it would give all the Ghost Keels in a unit that aspect. I think it's kind of neat. There's some interesting network. There's an assault marker light. All the weapons in each marker light in that unit gets it, so it's a 36 assault one. So that's kind of interesting.
It's kind of mean, yeah.
You can do some like just a couple of different battle suit ones. I've always have a soft place in my heart for the actual just suits. I wish they're a little better. There's some rules that make them better. Yeah. Like you have different things on there. So overall, it's kind of interesting. Like you can like give it to a model. Give this model instead of like throwing it on a warlord that doesn't really need it. So you got kind of interesting setup. So I like it.
They also got a ton of new stratagems.
There's a Vespid stratagem.
There is a Vespid stratagem.
And a couple Kroot.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's getting crazy in here, man.
Woo!
Let's read the Vespid one because, that's just not normal.
Okay. Rain of Fire. Use a stratagem shooting phase when a Vespid Stingwing unit Vespid Stingwings unit from your army is chosen to shoot with. Until the end of that phase, when a resolving attack made with a ranged weapon by a model that unit was set up on the battlefield using the Plunge from the Sky ability, you can reroll the hit roll.
There you go.
So if
Vespid's about to rain fire.
I mean, can you imagine like if you had this on like the suits that Deep Strike did?
You know,
that would have been good too.
But yeah, you get a ton of stratagems. We're not going to go over all of them, obviously. I do know there's a couple stratagems that do manipulate your marker lights, which is always fun. One of them will allow you to shoot at a guy and act as if you already had a marker light on them. Or there's another stratagem where your suits that basically count as 5 marker lights, which is pretty cool.
Which is interesting, which means you can start doing the marker light thing set up on there. You've got the 8. I didn't get a chance to really read the rules. I'm going to guess they're the exact same.
They might be tweaked slightly, but I'm pretty sure they are the exact same. But yeah, the 8 in battle, again, if you're rocking Farsight on a Farsight Enclave, again, all the rules for the 8 are in here.
So you got the big old pile of rules. 4 pages of rules.
They get their own traits and stratagems.
There's some interesting stuff in there, like basically being more close combat, more furious in assault, or more furious in general. So that's kind of interesting. And they even get their own relics.
Yeah. 3 warlord traits that they can mess around with.
They get ability to deny the witch.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty big deal because Tau having all those psychers, right? As in none. They don't really have a way to stop it, and now they have a randomly way to do that. This does also provide a 5-up invuln. So
there's some other like making your Montka 12 inches instead of 6.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, for an 1100 point core.
Hey.
Yeah. Again, Astra Militarum, more of the same in terms of like warlord traits, new relics, which they're called like heirlooms. We've got new abilities, all that fun stuff.
My trooper name is Bomba Johnson.
Bomba Johnson.
Valhalla names, Kaddish names, Cadian names.
Yep.
I love all the.
Shouldn't these all be dead?
Yeah. Oh, Kaddish. Snake. Crazy. Hard head. I was always say hard ass Jackson. Hard ass Jackson. Cobra. Boss Starsky. Bomber. Cold Eye McKay.
Oh, this guy's dangerous.
Brent. I am Brent.
Roll that 45. I'm Brent.
I'm Brent.
How's it going? I'm Brent.
My dad was Brent. My grandfather was Brent. My mother's name was Brent.
That's right. A bunch of regimental doctrines. Again, pick 2 of your choice. We saw a couple of these previewed here. I don't know. I think this could breathe some life into the Astra Militarum. We'll see how it works out, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to really kind of look at it on there because like Astra Militarum has been sitting there for a while.
They've been sliding in the power rankings, but they're still mean.
They're always there. The big thing, I like the tank aces.
Yeah.
Because you can you can do your tank warlord, get one automatically if you want to warlord trait, and you can give 1 CP to give another one of your tank friends a tank it. Now, it doesn't do your warlord, a tank, any tank, which you got super heavy ones, you got support ones, you got main battle tanks.
That's right, folks. You can turn your Baneblade into like a warlord-esque powerhouse. So,
and I don't think I'm trying to see if the tank one cannot. I think you can give the same one over.
You can only use the stratagem once per battle,
right? But you can give up
and
to
no
2.
model may have more than 1 tank ability.
But I think
characters can't have one as well.
But I think you can do like 2 of the same ability tank axes because one of them is get an armor save of 2 up.
Yeah, I don't know if if you can double up. But
I was trying to look and read real quick. You can't have name pierce can't have no more. Can have one more than 1. I think you can do 2 of the same.
Well, we'll have to double check that, but I vote no. You shouldn't have 2 up, guys. Come on, what are you, Space Marines?
Yeah, and they have support where they help out with everything else.
Yep. Support aces,
super heavy aces. One.
Yeah.
The one that's the if it doesn't move, it counts as hold down. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Matt Astra Militarum strategies again. They got 2 pages of stratagems, just the Astra Militarum. We saw some of these already previewed. They're pretty nasty. They can get pretty nasty anyway. Man, there's a where was that one? Was it splash damage? This is the one for Hellhounds.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting the benefit of cover, they get to reroll to wound on you, which is, I don't know, it could be interesting considering Hellhounds typically have their flamer or their plasma or sorry, not plasma, poison gas crap that they shoot at you or whatever. So drop that on somebody with a giant flamer template, auto hitting. And not template, but you know what I mean. Template type weapon where if you're in range, you're getting burned, and then auto hitting, and then take a bunch of damage. If you're in cover, I'm rerolling to wound. So, yeah. Then we get to the Ordo Tempestus, which has a similar deal.
They showed a bunch. They leaked those showed those online.
Yep. There was yeah.
So you got the Tempestus, which you can pick and pick one of these ones. You can only pick one. There's no make your own for these.
Right.
You've got
but they have the heirlooms, so
they do have their own special ones, and there's some other like fun little things on there.
And they also got warlord traits too, so it kind of brings them in line with some of the other codexes, I think. I still don't know if we're going to be seeing a ton of Militarum Tempestus as their own standalone units, but they make really good allies.
Yeah, there's some like weird precision drops. There's some other things on there.
Precision drop was pretty dumb in a good way. This one right here, if you ever wanted to do like the Legion drop troops, but like, you know, scarier, this one allows you to move your Valkyrie or your transport or whatever really close, and then it can hop out and get within 5 inches.
I thought there's another one where it basically says your flyer still counts as being hard to hit, so they're still in the air even though they went to a hover mode, which is also interesting. And then I saw hammer blow, which I thought was interesting because if you destroy a model in a unit, you can make, until the start of the next turn, you have the result of any advanced and charge roll made for a pin unit, and when resolving an attack made by that unit, it's another -1 to hit roll for that unit.
Right.
So that seems pretty.
Yeah, and I think it was the science here. They have the ability to have the commander inside of a transport and still use his voice of command ability, which is like the only character that can use a radio apparently. Yeah. So,
it's interesting. Like hammer blow is really interesting, and only if things didn't stay alive on the table. Most things that get shot usually die.
Right.
So I mean, there is that, and then if it's like a big single unit, that won't do any heavy story. So it's like I like the idea. I like the thought.
Yeah.
I wish there was more of this showing up. So yeah, I think overall, and there's like specific ones for the actual Tempestus. So overall, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And you got Gene Stealer Colt. Those are really nice pictures. I always like their model and the coloring on them.
Yeah. I love the fact that their vehicles are basically like domestic vehicles that they've militarized. I always like that about them.
They have some errata for ambushers. I think it already shows up online FAQ, so they kind of reiterate that.
Yep.
You can build your own Colt as well. The problem is a lot of times you have some powerful abilities for the Colt that you want to activate for specific stratagems, so I don't know how much will show up in there.
Yeah.
It might show up as like 1 or 2 depending on what you want to do, and then you have the extra ones if you're doing all of that.
Yeah.
There's some neat ones, kind of neat aspects.
Yeah, there's like Agile Outriders, which makes your bikes don't suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons.
There's a couple of like move and fire heavy that don't matter.
Yeah.
There's other ones where you can reroll a hit roll with heavy weapons.
Yeah.
So the heavy weapons. So like I think there could be something depending on what you're wanting to use it for.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing all Gene Stealer Colt, but the problem a lot of times you have one Gene Stealer Colt, this and this.
Yeah.
You've got your own batch of stratagems as usual.
Yep.
They all kind of go through different things. They're all like Colt this. So they're all right ones. I mean, like I said, they're, a lot of the stuff we already saw. It's kind of like it's just additional help up. This is more so we try to remember, and it's always hard.
I like this ranking fire one. This is for the Achilles Ridge Runner, which is coming in the new Start Collecting box, by the way. This one's just when it shows up during the shooting phase, select this unit from your army till the end of the turn. When resolving an attack made with a heavy stubber by a model in that unit, add 1 to the hit and wound rolls. So they come standard with the dual heavy stubbers.
Mm-hmm.
So just +1 to hit and wound. It's like, hey, it's a nice little bust. Nobody expects those stubbers to do anything, but hey, if they show up and then get a couple of plinks in there, more power to them, right?
I like this overcharged weaponry where you can take like an incinerator, a mine laser, or a size dependent. You just add 1 to the wound roll to them.
Yeah.
So when someone's like, ugh, that thing's going to like those.
Oh, mining lasers up close, like, yeah, I like it. But yeah, that's those stratagems here. And then you get your new psychic powers. Again, these are for the
if you take
named cults.
If you take a named cult, there's one that the Bladed Cog Undying Vigor, Warp Charge 6. It's a spell that lets you give feel no pain to a unit. So that's pretty good.
On a 5 up, not a
5 feel no pain, which is good.
Yeah.
And it's low warp charge.
It's only 6. Yeah.
That's one of the few ones that's really dependent on the cults on. The other ones they just get it and they can target infantry or target popper.
Yeah.
I think popper punches is one.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like I like the ones that like benefit. Like Twisted Helix will make a select 1 enemy infantry unit with a 12 psyker. Your Twisted model like starts to get +1 to wound roll. So there's going to be a lot of ways. Like
this one's crazy because you target enemy model like you were saying, or enemy unit, and it's for the phase, right?
So starting next psych phase. When a Twisted
melee
Helix melee hits them, they're going to have another puzzle movement. So you can start stacking up with like aberrants.
Yeah.
Just like, you're going to hit
Hey, I'm hitting you and I'm winning you on like a 2.
I'm hitting on 2s, winning on 2s. You're like, okay.
Yeah. And that's not
I'm
counting all the
reloading,
other
reloading.
buffs that you could dish out and
all the other wound and everything else. So that's kind of it. So like I said, it's
this. By the way, this art we've seen before, but like I want that model. Like
yeah. That's what I thought. You was like, is that gonna be a terrain piece for the?
I want it to be a terrain piece or an actual model. GW, make that be your Lord of War.
What's gonna be the new like? Oh no, you take the new Sister Saint big statue and then like convert it to match that.
Yeah, but anyway, that is Psychic Awakening, the Greater Good. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. All right, Thomas, let's do some final thoughts on this one. What'd you think, man?
Like I said, it's a lot of interesting rules. It's got a lot of stuff. I don't know how amazing it's going to be. It's not like we had with Grey Knights last time, where we got like lots of good rules for Grey Knights and everything else.
Well, there were no Grey Knights in here, so why would they?
I'm just saying, unlike last time, you have like a massive shift to the army design, and this one feels like instead of a shift in the army, maybe it's, hey, we're gonna give you extra rules for the army, which is fine. It's the same how we got with Chaos, where it's like you kind of wish they would have shifted with it. This one is the same thing, where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you some extra rules. Let's keep our fingers crossed that nothing's too bad.
Yeah, I feel like for each army that got rules, you basically took their rules and gave them 50% more stuff. With like 50% more stratagems, extra warlord traits, new relics, all that stuff. Kind of brings them in line with a lot of the army stuff that we've seen throughout the Psychic Awakening series.
Right.
On a lore front, again, this being the battle of a three-way fight with for the hearts and minds of the people and kind of like the battle of ideologies. It's a neat concept. I really kind of wish they had delved into that more. I felt like the lore section was a little light, but that's just me.
It's just a weird one because like we always had with Tau. Tau has this interesting idea, interesting thought process.
Yeah.
But there's not a whole lot of lore because it's not like writing about it. So most of our stories are based around the human struggle and the grim darkness of whatever nonsense we're dealing with. So, and then Gene Steel Cult or this other kind of crazy one is a lot of old fluff and then this new fluff.
Yeah. So, and it just kind of makes you like, again, as a player's 1,000-foot view, we know that the Star Children are the Tyranids, and them bringing there ends up poorly for everybody involved. But like, it's fun to watch. So, I don't know. It's kind of like you know the end of a zombie movie is going to be more zombies, right?
I mean, and it's like where you gonna where would you throw if you had to put Gene Steel Cult and throw it with something else? You're like, well, I guess it's always Astro Militarum.
Yeah.
And Tau is a weird one. Like, where do you throw Tau into something?
Yeah.
And
should have been versus Necrons. I don't know. Old school. I don't know.
It should have been. I don't know where they're gonna throw Necrons. We'll just give them a book.
I don't know. We'll see where that all ends up. But that was it for the Greater Good. Again, the 5th chapter in Psychic Awakening. This will be out for pre-order by the time you watch this video. So go check it out. I'm AdamHarry.
Goatboy!
We're from BoLS Levels. Thanks for watching. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.